What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that around the news analysis. Of course, it's about the hottest topics going on in NBA. Some of this stuff is going to be a little late. Y'all still want to know what I think about it, and that's what's going to make it still current and it's going to make it do well. Happy 4th of July to all of y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed your time with your friends and your family and enjoyed the weather and had a little bit of fun today and did it peacefully and respectfully with the people you love. Other than that, let's get into it. We're going to start this one off with the hottest thing right now is Bradley Beal and the Suns discussing a buyout. He hasn't been bought out yet, and he hasn't been able to be addressed to other teams because of that. But we do know that the Suns are trying to get that done. They rather move on without him than keep him on the roster, especially because he has that no trade clause. The problem with Bradley Beal also, besides the no trade clause, is he has 2 years remaining on his contract, totaling 110 million. And they did choose to trade for him. He wasn't trying to go there. He wasn't forcing his way to go there. They just seen that he was available and made a move to get him, and now they're trying to find a way to get off his contract because he hasn't fit or played well with Devin Booker, which is their franchise star right now, as they're currently trying to find a way to make it work with him because they're not giving up on Devin Booker just yet. But a buyout would make him a free agent, obviously, and he is a three-time All-Star on a 5-year, $251 million deal that he signed with the Washington Wizards. Some people already thought that he was overpaid. Some people thought he was overrated. He is a guy that averaged 32 seasons in his career. I know he didn't play the most games in one of the years, but it's still hard and tough to do that when everybody's focusing on you, everybody's coming after you, and everybody's trying to stop you, and you still find a way to get 30 per game for the amount of games that you played. And he did. Him and Westbrook helped the team get to the playoffs, so he was still winning games at the same time while he was scoring these points. Even though they wasn't a good team or a great team, they was okay because they had to use the play in to get in, showing you how bad their season really was. It was just, the loyalty of the Wizards and the loyalty of Bill that had to come to an end. And now you're seeing how the NBA can really be. They might turn Bradley Beal into a journeyman in his 30s. Yes, he's good enough to play in the NBA. Yes, he's good enough to still be a starter. Yes, he's good enough to contribute to a team. But does Bradley Beal play winning basketball? When he has the ball in his hand, can he stretch the floor? Can he make plays? Can he dominate the game efficiently and play the game huge IQ wise? Because that's what he's going to need to be a guy that's going to contribute on a winning team, especially at this part of his age. And Bradley Beal is a guy that has never really been known for being a defender. So if you're not going to score efficiently, you're not going to shoot a three ball that well, and you're not going to defend that well, and you're not really a natural passer, what is your role really going to be on the championship team? Sixth man, seventh man? I mean, he's getting older and he's been piling up some injuries too, some nagging ones and some small ones. He needs to use this off season to get that body right, to get his confidence back, and I think he will. Bradley Beal, like I said, has been one of the better guards in the league for basically his entire career. That's how he was able to make the All-Star team. That's how he was able to make the All-NBA team. And that's how he was able to get that $251 million that they paid him in Washington. Now, Washington didn't really have no better options. They didn't really have nobody that they can really chase or go after because nobody was really trying to go to Washington. And they just got off John Wall to get Russell Westbrook, who didn't really help them that much either because they was a first-round exit and that series wasn't even that long. And that's my point. How much do Bradley Beal really impact winning? No disrespect, no shots fired at him. It's just the truth. If I'm trying to get this guy, if he gets bought out by Phoenix, what are you really doing to help us win? We know you can score. We know you can put the ball on the floor. We know you can get to the free throw line. We know that you can take over games from time to time still to this day. And it may be more fitted for a team that needs a six man, because he's going to be making good money role player wise because he's still going to be getting paid from Phoenix. Plus, he can get paid for the team that he goes to. He's not a guy that's done. He's not washed up. He's not garbage. It's just his style of play and the way he goes about the game just doesn't help you win that much unless you already have other superstars that can take that pressure and take that weight and that load off of him. And we've seen that with Westbrook. I can take the ball handling duties. I can do the playmaking. I just need you to focus on what you're great at. And if he can go to a team where he can be that and do that, then I think that he will be great and successful in that situation. And I can say the same thing about the next guy that I keep talking about, and that's Jonathan Kuminga. The Wizards are showing interest in Kuminga. That's nothing really new. They're trying to build a young core, and he is probably the best young player that has upside still left on the board. I don't really know if he's worth the money. Like I said, I'm not a Kaminga hater. I just feel like he's trying to get paid the big dollars to prove that he's that guy. He hasn't shown us enough that he can be that guy, but he also hasn't shown us that he's a bad player. I think Kaminga, if he plays hard defensively and comes with that jump shot from the three in that pull up mid range, he could be a 20-point scorer easily. The shots are going to be there, the opportunity is going to be there, but it's just about making your teammates better, making your teammates trust you, and you playing off of them as well to get your best opportunities to get easy points too. And the hardest part about Kaminga is that he's already playing for a winning organization and he's not happy. Will he help another team win if he goes to a team like the Wizards? Will it be a Jordan Poole situation? Or yeah, you're getting your numbers, but it ain't really helping y'all do anything that's significant. And that's the problem with Kaminga. Yeah, you can get paid. Yeah, you can get numbers. But if you're going to give us 22, 23 points per game and we only win in 24, 25 games a year, does it really matter? Or maybe he's just doing it for his financial situation. He put the work in. He's earning this respect. He's earning this interest. So it's right for him to capitalize off of it. And he does deserve to know why, if I'm going to be that guy, if I'm not. I don't really know until I take that chance and then until I take that opportunity. And now he has it and he's trying to go all in on that opportunity to show I'm him. Is he a him or is he not? That's something that we have to wait and see and watch. But Kaminga has been a good player. 15 points on 45% shooting. He grabbed 4.6 rebounds per game. And that's really good. He's very athletic. He's very strong. And he does know how to slow down the game from time to time. But he's only 22. So this man got a lot more learning and a lot more focus that he needs, and he just needs the opportunity to showcase what he can do. But he did play 74 games and he started 46 of them. And he did also average in the 23-24 season while being a regular starter. He actually gave you 16 on 53% shooting. That's really good. So Kaminga is a guy that can play. He's a double figure scorer, and he feels like more chances and more shots can get him where he needs to be. The Lakers was looking for a backup center, and they found them, as you guys seen. Jackson Hayes ended up getting signed back by the Lakers. They liked him. They like what he was about. They like his effort. They like his attitude. They like his sponginess, and they like his ability to be a pogo stick. The man can run and jump out the gym. Obviously, it's good to have Aiden because he's stronger. He fits more better. He can shoot a mid range. He can finish strong around the rim. He's a better free throw shooter, and he's just more polished and has more understanding and higher IQ than a guy like Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes is an effort guy. He's going to do the best he can, and he's going to try to do the best he could, on both ends of the court, but it just wasn't enough. And Aiden fixes all that. He solves all that easily for the Lakers. And then now it's just about the commitment from Aiden. We need you to work as hard as you can, stay as focused as you can, stay as locked in as you can, and give us that rebounding and that strong force and that paint while still being able to dominate when we need you to in the right lineups and still be able to finish around the rim. We knew that Jackson Hayes couldn't do none of that. That's something that we all would agree on, whether you're a Laker fan or not. But we have seen the DeAndre Ayton be a double-double for almost a decade. And that's hard to do, and that's tough to do. And we know that Luka is a master with that basketball. He takes so much attention that Ayton is just going to be flushing it, whether he's catching a lob or dunking. I mean, Luka made Derek Lively look amazing. He made Daniel Gafford look amazing. Just imagine what they're going to do with DeAndre Ayton, who is just way more polished and way more fundamentally more sound than a guy like Jackson Hayes or even Alex Lynn. Alex Lynn had the strength and he had the body. He was just slow and he just couldn't really finish around the rim. Aiden will bump you, knock you, and just dunk on you, or even just beat you to the spot before you can even block the pass and still finish it. Well, if you're a Laker fan, you're not going to be mad because you get Aiden and you get Hayes all rolled in one. So you're not going to be mad about that because of the fact that you get both. So if you're a Laker fan, you're happy right now because LeBron is back. Luka looks in shape, and you got a center that you've been wanting since he became a free agent, and you got another young center that's learning and growing as a player. And then another one I would like to talk about is Mo Wagner. Him and the Magic actually agreed to a 1 year, $5 million deal. It sucks that he gets a deal like this because he really is a good starter or a bench player, depending on what team he's going to be on. The Magic did need him back because his brother plays for the team, but he also can hit a three. He also can rebound. He can score. Um, the problem with him is he's coming off that ACL injury that was nasty, which was also unfortunate that he actually got before Christmas, and that's even worse. But the man, hopefully, he can get that strength and that athleticism to the level that is needed to be an impactful role player because we only can hope for the best for him. He had an opportunity to prove that he was an NBA player. He looks like a guy that can be in the league for over 10 years easily. Now it's just about getting his leg back right and getting his confidence back and just getting his strength and conditioning back where it needs to be. And then it was just about plugging him into the new age Magic with Desmond Bain and seeing where he fits and how he plays and seeing do he still have that jump shot and that finishing ability around the rim, or will he be a little bit more hesitant, a little bit more cautious, well, which actually allows defenders to catch up to you and be able to contest a shot or even block it? Or will he be just confident and be able to go straight up and just try to make the right play as fast as he can, or just, set good screens and help his teammates get open shots and drives to the lane to get to the basket. So he has been a good player for them, and it's good to see him back with the Magic, even though he deserves more years than one. But they played it safe because he got to prove it when he comes back, which is understandable too from the business perspective and also the organization perspective. But DeAnthony Melton is expected to sign with the Lakers. That was something that we seen yesterday, but it's still not efficient. But that would be a good pickup for him. He's not going to give them too much trouble. He's a guy that accepts his role. He can give them shooting. He can give them a little bit of defense. We don't really know if he's going to be a great defender or amazing defender because he partially torn his ACL, but the man can give you double figures and the man can shoot the three and the man is a switchable guy. And that's what the Lakers are looking for, guards and wings that they can trust. And DeAnthony Melton is a guy like that. Jabari Walker and the Sixers also agree to a two-way deal. Not a big name, not a player that's well known, but he has agreed to a 2-year deal with the Sixers. And he did appear in 60 games with the Portland Trail Blazers. He gave you 5 points, 3 rebounds in 12 minutes. That's really good production for the minutes. I don't really think he's going to get a crazy or huge opportunity in Philly because they have a lot of talent on their roster, but it is good to have depth, especially on a cheap contract, and that's what they're going to get with Jabari Walker. Damian Lillard, a lot of people ask me how you feel about Dame. He's open to signing this offseason, but he's in no rush to make the decision. Like he said at the Cup when they won it, I'm already rich, I already got the big payday already when I was in Portland. Then that contract went over also into Milwaukee. Obviously, he's going to be still getting $22 million regardless if he plays or not this season. So he's basically hood already when it comes to the financial plans. But it would be good to have some type of security and some type of prioritization when you're rehabbing and working to get back to form. I'm doing the same thing right now. Honestly, I got in a bad car accident and I'm starting to get my body and my field and my understanding back, and now I can finally shoot again and dunk again. And it does feel totally different when your back is literally destroyed and you feel so much pain like I was going through. But now I don't have the pain and now I don't have the lack of confidence off the dribble and even getting to the rim. But I would say it is good for him to see that people want him. People still feel like he's going to have it, and people feel like he still can be one of the better players in the league. Will he still be an all-star? That's a big question, because the ACL injury does take a lot of your pop. It does take a lot of your lift. It takes a lot of your explosion, and that's what Dame does rely on to get to the basket, get to his mid range. Now the three ball is going to be there, which whether it's off the dribble or catch and shoot, because he's just that good at it. He's just at that good doing it. But other than that, you do have to get your body on the same page as your mind, and that can be a little tricky and that can throw you off a little bit. But he'll get it when it's there. He's a hooper. So he's going to figure it out. He's going to put it together. And now it's just about seeing what he's going to be probably 2 years from now. Chris Paul, for people that don't know, he's considering the Bucks, the Clippers, and the Suns. If I had to pick a team, the Clippers is probably the best one. They still have Harden. He played with Harden before. Kawhi Leonard don't really need the ball to score, but he can score in clutch moments. And he's also unselfish. Norman Powell is a guy that can score on and off the ball also, but he also can score in isolation if needed. I think Chris Paul can be good to take some ball handling duties and help them get easier shots where they don't have to work as hard to get them. Plus, he's a guy that can get his own shot and play off the ball a little bit too. The Suns wouldn't be bad, but it just – I don't understand why he would want to go there at this point. He's not going to be able to win a championship. In the Bucks, they do need a point guard. I don't want Kevin Porter to be my point guard. I just want him to be a spark plug off the bench like he was for them last year, even though he did do a good job at that. But Chris Paul will fit there. Obviously, him and Giannis can have a good pick and roll game. Giannis worked on his mid range and is good now. He can finish strong, cutting to the basket or dunking or even in transition. And we know Chris Paul is one of the greatest decision makers in NBA history, and he's a top 75 player because he's just one of the best offensive players and competitors in the NBA history. And he wants to be able to compete and also contribute, but also try to win a championship before he retired. And that's all understandable for a guy his age and the situation that he's in. But other than that, that's all the news. Not anything crazy today, not anything that's unknown. And I would just say, hope you guys enjoyed your day. Hopefully you guys are ready for the weekend since it's already Friday. And hopefully you guys enjoy some rest and a break from the world and was able to get some good air and some good water and some good time with the loved ones and the ones you need to be in your nucleus. And other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this about various NBA only topics. I also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars, and also mock drafts and draft coverage. So if you love NBA content and you just can't get enough of it, don't forget, I already got over 3,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch and you can enjoy. Plus, I upload basically every single day that I'm living. If I'm breathing and I wake up that day, even if I go to the hospital, even if something crazy happened, I'm going to be in that studio giving y'all something that y'all want to watch. So you can also look at this as a form of entertainment if you love basketball and you can't get enough of it. Other than that, I'm gone for now. See you guys hopefully tomorrow if it's meant to be. And y'all stay blessed up. And hopefully y'all having a good life, doing your thing. Let's not forget, 2025, it got to be a better year than 2015. All the things we done watched, we done made, we done seen, we done did, and we done learned only should make this year even better and bigger than ever. I've been enjoying this year. I've been consistent this year. I've been giving you a lot of content this year. That's why we got to keep that 50-50 going. Y'all love what I'm making, how I make it, and I love making it and making it for y'all. And that's why this channel been so strong and been going on so long. 10 plus years doing it on YouTube, pioneer for NBA only channels on YouTube. And I'm still here giving y'all so much content as much as I can, as long as I can. And I'm going to continue to do that as long as I'm living. I was one of those guys in school and at work where everybody would come up to me and ask me, Quinn, what you think about the trade? Quinn, what you think about the signing? What you think about the game last night? And now I'm doing it globally. Now I'm worldwide. Now I'm iconic. Now I'm famous for analysis that I thought I was just telling to somebody that care. Now I see a lot more people than I thought ever would care. 12,000 subscribers is a lot when you only having basketball conversation and breakdowns. But I take it because most people can't do it the way I do it. I love the way I do it. I influence people to do it, and we have the best analysis on YouTube, and that's something I can't complain about it because I only been really doing it on my website or YouTube, and that's a fun, cool thing to tell people because I got a documentary coming out that y'all might like and enjoy. Just telling my side of the story, how I felt and how things went this way, went that way. But I didn't make excuses or reasons not to continue to chase my goals and my dreams, which I basically have a completed checklist at my age, which is above average because most people don't. They still got this shoulda, woulda, coulda, what if type of lifestyle, and they still trying to figure that stuff out while I just go to sleep and wake up and do my thing. And most people look at that as a blessed life. So all I can ask y'all to do is have a blessed life and do y'all thing to the best of your ability before y'all 6 feet under and that got casket. And other than that, I'm gone. See y'all later, or I should say, see y'all tomorrow. Y'all stay blessed. Peace, and y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I can't wait to see what's popping tomorrow. Hopefully, we get a good signing. Hopefully, we get some more free agents moving, and hopefully, we can just be excited that the NBA might be even better next year, and maybe the playoffs can be too. Teams are getting more loaded. Teams are getting more stacked, and it's just because of the salary cap. So many teams got lose talent, and that talent just falls to another team, and now they're more better, now they're more competitive, and then the draft happens, and then they get even more talent, and now we're seeing some of the teams that we consider bad have a decent roster, which really wasn't the case in the 2000s or the 90s. The NBA was really, really top heavy, even in the 80s. And now we're just looking at rosters and saying, man, so many of these players can do so many things. Plus, they got players that we look at will be good on other teams, but they're great on those teams because they're getting a chance and the opportunity to live and be what they want to be, how they want to be, and become the player that they want to be. Just like when you're playing on my career, I want to work on this, I want to work on this, I want to be this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to be this player that ultimately I envision myself as. And it's cool that you can do that, but you actually can do it in real life for people that don't actually do that. It's true. That's actually how it goes, and that's actually how it happens. But it's just funny to see people think about it and play it and not realize that you can actually be out there doing it and becoming that in real life, like we just seen in this draft class and so far in this free agency class. But other than that, I ain't got much to tell y'all, but peace out. I'm gone. Love y'all, and y'all stay blessed up.